Snacks Meals in the building.
I wasn't even thinking about me being on the show. I wanted to produce something for them.
Cool celebrity. Like if I went to the mall and stuff, people are like, oh.
The thing was, I didn't even know that anybody ever thought I was ugly.
We look like twins almost.
Okay.
She really wouldn't be
covering any more subjects related. So that's why you got the raw reaction. This is pathetic. It's pathetic. Welcome back to the Sweet Pea Diaries. It's your girl Sweet Pea, and I am back with another video. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back to my channel. And if you are a new subscriber, welcome to the Sweet Pea Diaries. Be sure to like this video, share this video, but most importantly, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Hey, happy 4th of July, everybody. Hey, all my mods, all of the chat. Let me check in and see who's out there. Y'all let me know if you can hear me and see me. Let me know. Hey guys, baby doll, Alice, you guys are here. Rosebuds forever. I see you in the building. Cocoa Butter Barbie. Hey everybody, happy 4th of July. So can you guys hear? Can you see? What is it giving? What is it giving? Let me know. Because I don't usually go live with this software all of the time. When I want to give, production and I want to give, this is what I use. So let me know if you guys can hear me. Let me know if the lighting is good, because we getting ready to get into this shit. So I'm not going to go into all of the particulars, all of the, back and forth, because we all know why we are here. We all know why we are here. Oh, thank you, baby doll. Baby doll says you look amazing. Everything. Cocoa Butter Barbie says everything looks and sounds good. Thank you, guys. Y'all see Tasha K and Jason Lee, they are going back and forth, and regardless to what I think personally about Tasha K, I'm going to give you guys the truth. I'm going to tell you exactly, does Jason Lee really have a case? Okay, we all know that Tasha is already being sued by Cardi B for something similar. From what I am learning and from, videos that I have watched and the tea that I'm gathering and catching up on. Matter of fact, there's another content creator. She's a smaller content creator. She's up and coming. Her channel is called All About the Trees. Shout out to All About the Trees. I listened to her video actually to get caught up on what is actually going on with Jason Lee and Tasha K. Apparently what Jason is in was on vacation. I guess he was in Mexico or somewhere, and apparently he was inebriated, and I guess he was going to do a interview with Safari, and he was drunk, I guess, and Tasha took that as a cue for her to say that Jason is on all types of drugs. He's on dope, coke, Molly, all of these things, and I guess Jason flirted with Safari, and so then Tasha took it a step further to say that Jason Lee has a Amazon package. And we all know in the streets, when you allude to the fact that someone gay has a package, we all know that they are talking about HIV. So let's just stop right now with the bullshit, Tasha. You're talking about HIV. So I guess I did see that I guess she tried to give a half-ass apology on Instagram, and saying that she apologized for saying that he was high or whatever. Jason came back and said, no ma'am, I am not accepting your apology. I'm taking you for all you got. I'm going to be filing a case against you. My lawyers are on it. I got your address, all your information. You live in Lawrenceville. Jason, you're late. We all know that Tasha lives in Lawrenceville. we you know, everyone that has looked into this Tasha K Cardi B lawsuit, we all know Tasha K's address. We all know where this woman lives. We all know that Kibi Studios is in the basement of the Lawrenceville property. So at this point, Jason, you know, he wanted us to know that his lawyers got her address. You know, they're looking into suing her and everything. Child, everyone is suing Tasha K. Everyone at this point has Tasha K's address. I'm just saying. Yes, Cocoa Butter Barbie, she did it again, honey. Now she's, so this is what I wanted to cover with this video. Does Tasha K deserve to be sued at this point by Jason Lee? Does Jason Lee have a case? Absolutely. Jason Lee does have a case. Can Jason Lee, I heard in his response to Tasha K, he even said, you know, bitch, I don't want your apology. At this point, I want your money. At this point, I want to sue you. I want your pockets. I'm coming for your channel. I want your channel taken down. Well, we're going to get into all of this. Can Tasha K's channel be taken down? Can she be sued again by another person that she's going after with accusations and making accusations that she does not know to be factual? Absolutely, Jason has a case. Yes, her channel can be terminated. Everything that Jason Lee said, he can do. I'm just going to cut right to the point. I'm not going to stall. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Yes, Jason Lee knows. He is a YouTuber. He is a content creator. He's on Hollywood Unlocked, on YouTube, on with Fox Soul. Everything that Jason Lee said is absolutely correct. It is no cap in it. Yes, he can sue her. He absolutely has grounds. Hey, CR. He absolutely has grounds. It is valid. Can YouTube take her channel down? Yes. And we're going to get into that. You cannot make accusations. And I want people to understand this. There's a little, people think when you say the word allegedly as a content creator, well, I said the word allegedly because I didn't know it to be fact. So I said the word allegedly. I wanted to put the bullshit out there. So I covered myself by saying the word allegedly. We're going to get into that as well. Saying allegedly does not automatically protect you from being sued. So we are going to get into this, okay? Leo Diva period says, do you think he will actually sue her? I don't know. To be honest with you, I thought about that as well. I was like, you know, given the situation, do I think that Jason Lee is really going to sue Tasha K? Well, we have to wait and see. I'm not going to say whether he can or whether he is, you know, yes, he can. I retract that. Yes, he can sue her. Do I think he's going to, or is he not going to? I'm not going to, you know, answer that because I toyed around with that idea and I don't know. So I'm not going to give my thoughts on that just yet. Can he sue her? Yes, absolutely. And before the winos come in the chat and before you guys troll, this video is not about my personal feelings towards Tasha K. This has nothing to do with Cardi B and Tasha K's lawsuit. This is a separate situation. This is between Jason Lee and Tasha K, and Tasha K's behavior towards Jason Lee. Can she be sued? Absolutely. You cannot just go on a live rant and rampage whenever you get good and got darn ready and accuse people of being on drugs, accuse them of having HIV, the disease and virus that causes AIDS. You cannot just, whenever you get hard pressed and drunk, you can't just go on a live rant and attack people, especially people that are on live large platforms. Jason Lee, let's just cut to the, Jason Lee is now with Fox Soul. He's not just representing his own brand, Hollywood Unlocked. He is also representing the Fox Soul brand. He has all types of other people sponsoring him and backing him. So you cannot expect someone in that position to let something like that ride. And if I was him, I wouldn't let that ride. YouTube has their own set of community guidelines, and then we have our own set of laws and, you know, rules that are governed by the law as well. You cannot just go out in public and publicly make accusations about people that you do not know to be true. When you make an accusation and you state a fact about someone, you have to be able to prove that you thought that was true when you said it. Just because you said the word allegedly, that does not protect you from being sued. So this is what we are going to be covering in this video. I don't care how people feel personally about Tasha K, or how they feel personally about Jason Lee, how they feel personally about anyone. And guys, there's been so many people that keep asking me about the carpal tunnel on my wrist. I will just cover it really briefly. I have been in the business of accounting and financials and everything my whole life. I run a billing office for a cardiologist in the area now, and I'm very heavily inundated with, you know, figures and things, and I'm always typing. So this is carpal tunnel. It does not hurt. It is carpal tunnel, okay? It's a cyst. You know, my primary did say that he would like me to get it looked at by an orthopedic surgeon. However, I'm just not ready to get any type of surgeries right now. So it's just going to stay there. It doesn't bother me. So I know a lot of people, they look at it when I'm using my hands, because I talk a lot with my hands. And a couple people ask, oh my God, Sweepy, what is that on your wrist? Does it hurt? No. But thank you for your concern. I will try to keep my hands down so people don't look at my little carpal tunnel, honey. But this is the sign of a hard worker. This is the sign of a woman that has a career. I am not a YouTuber. This is a hobby. If you know, if it goes viral, if we blow up, so be it. But honey, I have a 9-to-5. Yes, ma'am. And I've been doing keying and typing and all of that my whole career. Ever since I got out of high school, got all off into college and graduated, you know, from secondary school and all of that, I have been using my hands and a keyboard. So thank you for your concern, but I'm good. All right, so now that we got that out the way, so that people can stop looking at it and stop thinking it, because I know, you know, we got it out the way. I said it here on this video. It's carpal tunnel. All right. So when you are going to be a YouTube content creator, you cannot put yourself in a box. And unfortunately, this is what Tasha K has done. She has put herself in a box where she is known for tea. She's known for exclusive stories that are sensational in nature. You know, she's used to bringing mistresses on her platform, of preachers that are being exposed. You know, she did the R. Kelly story. She did the Steve Harvey and Mary Harvey story, you know, and these are her claims to fame. All right. Unfortunately, when she started off with this, she's built a following based off of these types of videos. So her subscribers and her audience, they want blood, they want juice, they want tea. And she is forced and put in a position to constantly bring it, constantly bring the heat. She can't be herself. She can't do videos that are bright and pleasant in nature because unfortunately she has fed those winos, she has fed those sharks blood. And once you feed a shark blood, that's what they want. You fed them human meat, that's what they want. She's literally fed them the lives of people that are going through, you know, situations that are publicly being embarrassed. She is known for bringing that type of material. So unfortunately, when you put yourself in that category, you have to have T. So you kind of turn into a liar, or you turn into a person that will do anything for a story. She's admitted to being a liar. She's admitted to doing things for clicks and views. So when you put yourself in that type of a situation, it just, unfortunately, it's a sad position to be in. So that's where Tasha K is at, and that is why she's constantly arguing with people. She's constantly in drama with people because she's always attacking and going after and putting out false accusations. Now you're saying that Jason Lee has the package. Word on the street is that he's giving people the package, telling, you know, even when as far as to say in her rant that some of these younger gay boys should be on the lookout and be careful when dealing with Jason Lee because you could catch something. You could possibly catch the Amazon package. And we all know that that is alluding to HIV, the virus that causes AIDS. There are particular rules and laws surrounded around HIV and AIDS. These are things that people don't know. There are actually laws, discrimination laws, surrounded around accusing people of having HIV and AIDS. So I'm gonna educate you guys because, you know, everybody says Sweet Pea, you know, she just doesn't like Tasha K. She hates Tasha K. She's hating on Tasha K. I want to be like Tasha K. No. So in this video, I'm going to take my time to explain why Tasha's in trouble. Not to drag her, but to explain why she might have a little bit of an issue when it comes to Jason Lee. There just might really be an issue. And Tasha just might really be in danger of losing her platform. YouTube has community guidelines against cyberbullying and harassment. There are specific rules put in place that you agree to when you start a YouTube channel. These laws and these rules, should I say, these rules and these YouTube laws, they apply to everyone. They don't apply to small content creators, mediocre content creators, large content creators. They apply to the entire YouTube community. A person that got 1 subscriber all the way up to the person that has 16 million subscribers. Absolutely. These laws and rules are put into position for a reason. There are rules surrounding defamation. There are rules surrounding privacy. There are rules surrounding doxing. There are rules surrounding filing false copyright strikes. There are rules surrounding all of the shit that you see people out here on YouTube doing. There are rules surrounding it, and they play a dangerous game as it pertains to their channels being taken down. The usual, oh, we're dragging and it's kikiing and we're having fun. That wasn't this. It was ugly. It was nasty. And when I heard Tasha K, I felt sorry for her. The venom and the hate that she was spewing out of her mouth, it was scary. It was downright nasty. And for a woman to carry and harbor that much venom for a man that is not doing anything to you, you're calling this man Pissy Lee, talking about his mother, that he don't know his mother, she got all different types of cum was up in her, all of these things. It was so nasty. It was so nasty. And it went beyond the usual dragging people and making fun of people. It is nasty. It is disgusting. But they say that Sweet Pea is obsessed with Tasha K. Sweet Pea is dragging Tasha K by her edges for no reason. It's because I hate her. And it's because, look at what this woman does in these YouTube streets. She had no right to go on a rampage about this man because he appeared to be inebriated on his live. That's his business. That's what you do when you go on vacation, especially young people. That's what they do. Jason Lee is having the time of his life. He is in a position where his channel is growing, his brand is growing. He's got people working for him. He's with Fox Soul. He is having the time of his life, and as he should. He's successful and he is enjoying the success. This man came up from nothing to something. He started off on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood being a shady queen. He started from nothing to something. And regardless to whether anyone hates him or dislikes him or what have you, you cannot downplay this man's grind and knock his hustle. He formulated a plan, he executed it, and look at what he is now. You can't hate on anything like that. But if you're Tasha K and Wiley, because we're not going to leave Wiley out of this, because Wiley constantly finds an angle to make this woman look like she is a saint, to make her look like she's being attacked as a black woman, and it's the black woman versus the gay man scenario yet again. And that is absolutely pathetic because it has nothing to do with her rant. Jason Lee being gay, Jason Lee being a gay man has nothing to do with Tasha K going on a goddamn rampage and attacking this man. All he did was go on his live, drunk, inebriated, obviously having a blast, and she felt that it was okay to say that he was on Molly, heroin, opiates, cocaine, whatever type of drug, and that he is giving out the package. If I was Jason Lee, I would sue her as well. Because what you have to understand, now let's get into why this is so dangerous and she is treading on thin ice. Because when you are a blogger, yes, you're a celebrity blogger. Yes, you have a responsibility to report celebrity tea. Absolutely. But you don't get to stand in front of your audience and say that someone has HIV, someone is on drugs, someone is doing things that they are not doing, and then you get a pass. It doesn't work like that. You have rules and regulations that you have to follow when being a blogger. You tell your side of the story as to what you see in people's life, and that's it. You hit below the belt when you start putting out rumors and accusations that you know you do not know to be factual. And that's where you are going to be sued on those grounds. When you are being sued for defamation, it is because the person is stating that you are putting information out and passing it off as factual, and it is going to hurt my brand. It has the potential to damage my brand, and Jason is absolutely right. It does have the potential to hurt his brand because not only is he employed by his own Hollywood Unlocked, he is now employed by Fox Soul and others. He is now employed by Fox Soul and others. So how do we know what endorsement deals or what this man has going on where Tasha could damage that by making the type of accusations that she made? But thankfully, as Jason said, he said, well, you know, you did not affect my endorsements. You didn't affect my bag. But let's just say that you can potentially affect someone's brand by putting out those type of accusations. But because there are rules and laws around people with HIV and AIDS, they are considered a protected class. That is another accusations that you're making against protected groups of people. That is another grounds to be sued. So Tasha K, this isn't something that she should be taking lightly. This isn't something that she should be taking lightly. Tasha K has a platform and she owes it to her people to report on celebrity gossip and report on information that she knows is true. You can't be reporting on information that you don't know is true. That's what you owe it to your subscribers. That's what you owe to your subscribers, your brand, anything that you have that is surrounded by Unwind with Tasha K, that is the umbrella of Unwind with Tasha K. You owe it to people to report the truth. You owe it to them to report facts, not accusations, not hurling out accusations. Because when your channel is taken down, don't say we didn't warn you or the public did not warn you. Because at this point, Jason can sue Tasha, and Tasha K should be concerned that YouTube may snatch her channel down. YouTube has specific community guidelines, and I encourage you to go over and look at those guidelines. They have specific community guidelines that talk about harassment, cyberbullying, passing off information stating it to be true, as well as heckling people and that so-called dragging and making fun of people, making repetitious videos over and over about people and dragging them, not giving information over and over, no, making videos and dragging them over and over. There are specific clauses in the YouTube community guidelines that speak about this. So all of those that say Tasha doesn't have anything to worry about, YouTube is not going to take her channel down over Jason Lee, you got that effed up. Because yes, they could take her channel down. Yes, they could. Tasha K's channel has the potential to be shut down over the accusations that she made, specifically as it pertains to Jason Lee having HIV AIDS. There was just, I would say within the last year or so, there was just 3 rulings in New York where there were people being accused of having AIDS at work by their employer, and they didn't have AIDS because they were gay, and because people perceived them to be gay, they were spreading rumors about them having AIDS. See, I do my research before I, come up and let you guys know about things. These people, one, lawsuits against their employer because they were being, there were rumors being spread about them at work that they had AIDS, and they did not. So you can't just say HIV/AIDS is a serious virus. We all know that. It has devastated a community of people, from the 80s on. It has killed a lot of people. That's not something that you can just say, oh, he has AIDS. Word on the street. That's not something to be joking about. That's not something to be putting out there and putting that on a person that in fact does not have that. So just because she said allegedly, that doesn't cover her. That doesn't excuse her. She said allegedly she tried to cover her ass with Cardi B. Do you see that lawsuit disappear? No. Just because a person says allegedly, when you're being sued for defamation, you have to be able to prove that you thought that it was true when you made that statement, when you made that comment, and you have to be able to show what is it you had that made you think this man had HIV or AIDS. It is a dangerous game to be playing on YouTube, and you have hundreds of thousands of subscribers. You have hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and you are screaming and ranting and raving like a lunatic. Like a lunatic. You are ranting and raving like a lunatic because this man is protecting himself and coming back and defending himself. Like what he was supposed to just let you say all these things about him, and he wasn't supposed to have a response. He wasn't supposed to want to snatch your ass up by your edges. He wasn't supposed to want to take your channel down. He wasn't supposed to want to have any type of revenge because he's a gay man and he deserves to be talked about like that because he's gay, and Tasha's homophobic, and she should be able to say whatever she wants to say about gay people. Because they're gay, they automatically have AIDS. I'm just calling a thing. Because that is why she does things like that. Because he's gay. He's a gay man. She's talking about the shit he said to Safari. Safari wouldn't want to look at your a-hole. He wouldn't want to mess with you. How you know what another man would want to do with another man? That's his business. That has nothing to do with you. You need to be concerned about your business, your channel, your brand, and the fact that Jason Lee is coming for your ass. And he has every right to, because this time it's just too much. You can drag a person and you could clown a person and you could talk shit all day long. Y'all have a competition. It's a competitive situation going on between two bloggers. Absolutely. But when you start getting personal and you start talking about people's health and you start comparing them to and saying that they have AIDS, and you're bringing up a person's home life and their childhood, their parental situation. There are a lot of people that have had parental issues with their parents. He didn't ask for anything like that. If he was a child and his mother, whatever his mom did or whatever it is that you know about his mother or his home life, that is not on him. That doesn't reflect him. That doesn't reflect his person or his being or his professional life. What does his mom have anything to do with you? But what are people doing in the comments? Egging it on, laughing about it, dragging him. What does his upbringing and any devastating issues that he went through with his mother, what the hell does that have to do with you, Tasha K? Again, stepping and inserting yourself where you don't belong. And it's so ugly. It was ugly. It was nasty. It was nasty. But let someone dig in your life, and let someone come up here and dig in your life and bring your upbringing to the forefront. You will be ready to dox, fight, go on your backup channel and have a fit. But it's okay for Tasha K. It's okay for her to make accusations. So I'm just going to let you guys know It's not too much more that I can even say about this, because there are specific community guidelines that have to go with YouTube, period. There are specific community guidelines that go with YouTube. And I'm going to show you really quickly these guidelines, because everyone thinks that, oh, you know, YouTube has community guidelines specifically regarding harassment and cyberbullying policies. If your content violates these policies, your channel can be taken down. You will either suffer you'll get a strike, another strike, 3 strikes, 90 days, termination. That's how it goes. You can get a strike, you won't be able to go live. You get another strike, I think it's something like they put a pause on your account. 3rd strike, your channel is going to be terminated in 7 days. So they won't let you go live, then they warn you again, then the 3rd one, that's it. They out, off with your head. And you have 7 days to try to fight it, try to rebuttal it, but during those 7 days, you can't access your channel. You can't post videos, you can't do anything. Your channel's basically sitting there laughing you in the face, saying, ha ha, you had me, but you lost me because you wanted to bully people. Ha ha, you losing all your revenue. Your analytics is going down by the day, every day, because now you can't post videos. Now you can't go live. Now you can't do anything. So now you're losing money. So this isn't just me. This isn't me making up or Googling anything like people always want to, oh, you Googled. No, this is YouTube's community guidelines. You can go and look them up yourself. Your channel can be terminated for cyberbullying, not reporting on celebrity gossip, not Sweepy Diaries, reporting on Tasha K and Cardi B's lawsuit and giving the facts and my opinion. No, this is rants. This is accusing people of having HIV. This is accusing people of putting beer bottles up their privates. This is accusing people of having affairs. This is accusing people of having HPV, herpes, now having AIDS. This is what cyberbullying and harassment looks like. The Unwind with Tasha K YouTube channel. And unfortunately, whether you like it or not, her channel meets the criteria for termination. And whether or not you guys like it or not, she is risking all of her hard work, everything that she's worked for, because she's prideful and she wants to be able to rant and talk shit about people. And she takes it too far every time. So, yes, Jason Lee has a case. Yes, Jason Lee absolutely is able to take Tasha K's channel down. Yes. Do I want that to happen to her? No. Do I want her to be taught a lesson? Yes. Do I think that she needs to lose her channel? Absolutely. She needs to be taught a lesson. Do I want that to happen to her? No. I wouldn't want anything like that to happen to anyone that has worked hard, that has put a lot of money into the platform with, you know, equipment and cameras and all that, but it's not about that. It is about the responsibility that you sign up for when you sign up to do YouTube. You agree to these community guidelines when you create your channel. You agree that you're not going to do these things when you create your platform. So to come back and say, oh, I'm just doing my job. No, ma'am. You're doing way more than just doing your job. You are now cyberbullying and harassing, and you're going too far because you just said this man has HIV. Word on the street, he has HIV. So, like I said, people that are suffering from HIV and AIDS, why putting a stigma out there as though they are less desirable people, or they're somehow because they are afflicted with this virus, that they're somehow less desirable. They're the undesirables of the community. It was a whole lot wrong with that rant. But of course, the winos and the people that support Tasha K, they didn't see that. They didn't see it that way. It was a whole lot wrong with that rant. All because this man was inebriated, he was drunk, having a good time, and he went on live. And I'm not even caring about him coming for Safari and flirting with Safari. Did Safari come out and say anything about it? Why are you so worried about what Safari, and Safari wouldn't want you, Safari wouldn't do? It is none of your business what anyone else does in their private life, Tasha K. I don't know why your husband will not sit you down and get you in order. Why your husband is not man enough to sit you down and tell you enough is enough. Tasha, we're going to lose everything we have worked for. The people that you so-called your team, that you got working for them. All the shit that you went through with this Cardi B shit. All the money you done put out with this lawyer. All this shit. You're going to risk losing it all. And other people that are riding with you, they're going to lose how they eating, because you want to be a jackass. Because you want to be able to get up on this camera whenever you get ready and rant, rave, and bully people. We might just be watching the beginning stages of Tasha K, just the train wreck of her just running straight head on collision into a brick wall, because this is dangerous territory. That's why I don't do it. I don't drag. I don't do any of that. It is not that important to me. It's not that important to me to, I say my little things about Tasha, about what she's out here in these streets doing, but to bully someone, cyberbully, no, it's not that deep for me. I have my own personal life. I have a career. I have other things going on. Y'all be going too far for these YouTube platforms, for these YouTube, accolades. It's too much. She's put this pressure on herself to maintain a certain level of money, a certain level of prestige on YouTube. She pressured herself and put herself in that position. And now she's going to, in front of her entire following, just unravel and unfold and self-destruct. I'm not saying that YouTube is going to take her channel down. That's not what I'm saying. Does it meet the criteria? Yes. Is she eligible for channel removal from this what she just went through with Jason Lee? Absolutely. And that's why Jason Lee said the things that he said. I'm not just coming for your money. I'm coming for your channel. He can do that. You publicly said this, man. It's very serious. Whether you guys want to sweep it under the rug and act like it's just two bloggers going back and forth, this is serious. This is not nothing to be taken lightly. This is serious. You can't accuse people of having AIDS and you don't know. Just because you said the word allegedly, that doesn't cover you. Read, people. Go do your own research. Just because a blogger says allegedly, screams the words fair use, screams this, screams that, thinking that it protects you from certain things. It doesn't. You still can be sued for defamation, for libel, for slander, because you put this stuff out as though it was a fact. I don't care whether you said allegedly or not. It doesn't cover you or protect you. At the end of the day, you still could be sued. It's a crime to accuse people of things that they are not doing, especially if this man takes a drug test and he has no drugs in his system. Jason Lee says he doesn't even smoke weed. I believe him. I listen and watch some of the things he does, especially during COVID, and he's very health conscious. He exercises, he eats right. Just because he's gay, a gay man doesn't mean that he can't have values and morals and have a strict diet and have a balanced lifestyle. That is the homophobic ideas that exist within Tasha K's mind. Oh, he's nigga. Oh, he got money. Why? Because he's gay. So he has to be on drugs. He's had to be doing all of this. He couldn't just be drunk. You drunk all the time in front of the camera, and you start talking shit once you get drunk. You was just drunk in the last video you did with Jessie Woo, where you lied to the audience and said that you got a mega countersuit against Cardi B. Bitch, that mega countersuit is frivolous. It is a frivolous countersuit. You lied and said that Schemo and Cardi were harassing you to the point where you had to move, but then you just admitted in the video with Jessie Woo that nobody ever came to your home. Everybody know where I live. Shit. Everybody motherfucker know I live in Lawrenceville. Ain't a motherfucker came to my house yet. You told on yourself in that video. Cardi B's attorney watching your ass. They see everything that you're doing. And they're going to use that against you in court. But again, drunk on camera, and you don't even pay attention to what it is that you're saying. It's sad. But it's okay for her to get drunk and go in front of the camera and just rant, rave, and go off. You're playing a dangerous game as far as I'm concerned. I just think it's too risky to do the things that you do, to say the things that you say with all of the hard work and everything that you've put into Unwind with Tasha K. You're going to have to start all over. And if, in my opinion, what do you guys think in the chat? If Tasha has to get her channel, if her channel is removed, if YouTube were to terminate her channel because of her harassment and cyberbullying practices, do you think that she would start all over, or do you think that she would run somewhere and hide? I would run somewhere and hide. I would be absolutely embarrassed if I lost my channel because of me and my practices. Because all you have to do is stop at the end of the day. That is my encouragement to Tasha K. All you have to do is stop. All you have to do is stop. Stop doing the things that you're doing. But seems like to me, Jason Lee, he said he didn't even give a damn if you apologize, because he wants your channel, he wants your bag, and basically you did it to yourself. So you guys let me know what you think about that. How is everyone's 4th of July? Honey, I didn't do barbecue food today. I did not do burgers, hot dogs, none of that. I opted for a traditional Thanksgiving meal, okay? I decided to do baked turkey wings, baked barbecue chicken, fried us some little chicken wings as well. I made homemade collard greens with turkey tails, smoked turkey tails in it. And I also made candied yams, deviled eggs, and macaroni and cheese. And don't forget the blueberry bread. Yes, that's what we're eating in the Sweet Pea's house. We ain't doing no barbecuing. I didn't do no barbecuing. I did none of that. I wanted Thanksgiving. So that's what we had. Let me check out some of these comments. Miss MGO Boss says, however, was it okay to drag TK's family and son? Two wrongs don't make a right. But surely if you can give them, you better be willing to take it. First off, Jason Lee responded, TK's son and family. He responded because Tasha K actually was the one that started that first. She was talking about his mother and the mother having cum, all in different types of cum. Jason doesn't know who he is. And Tasha has always pushed that narrative. He's pissy Lee, smells like piss. His mother is a whore. Jason is a product of a whorish mother. So I don't think that it was right for him to say the things that he said about her son or her children, because in my opinion, you keep kids out of it. However, I understand it because if someone hit below the belt the way she did, you want to say something back. It's like now there's no limits because you went too far. The situation that these two have going on, it's been too much from the beginning. Tasha has started off from the beginning. This isn't the first time that she dragged Jason Lee. This isn't the first time that she's put out narratives on Jason Lee. I have heard her on plenty of occasions push a narrative that this man is a product of a whorish mother, that his mom got all different types of nuts in her and all of this. She says it, it's nasty, and it sounds disgusting. And if this boy, or I'm sorry, if this man had a terrible childhood and a terrible upbringing, that's not something that I think a person should drag someone about. If he went through a horrible or horrific ordeal with his mother as a child, that's not his fault. That is something that he cannot help. He didn't ask to be brought in this world. He's the product of someone that had a terrible life. He's the product of someone that wasn't living right. So he doesn't deserve to be dragged for the mistakes of his mother. So that, to me, that's off limits. And Tasha wouldn't want anyone. Look at how Tasha, I'm going to bring this up. Look at how Tasha went crazy when her so-called half-sister or stepsister or whatever stated that her mother gave her father AIDS. Do you guys, do you remember that? And Tasha went off and said, my mom didn't give him your father died of cancer. Tasha went off. But it's okay for her to do these things. This is what I'm trying to say. If you're going to be that type of, you're going to be that type of a woman where you drag people and you pull out all of, you just go shoot hard below the belt. I can't even describe it because I'm not that type of person. You're that nasty where you shoot below the belt like that. You better be able to be prepared for someone that comes along that's just as nastier or that can shoot below the belt just as worse as you can. And I believe the person she's met her match is Jason Lee. She wanted war with Jason Lee, like he said. She constantly poked at him. She constantly poked at him. She constantly poked at him. Antoinette Gatlin said, I definitely no fan of trashy TK, but I'm sure the case will annoy the judge and get thrown out. They both said disgusting things and will just look like back and forth. No, it will not get thrown out. Did the case with Cardi B get thrown out? The judge is not going to throw that out. Tasha said some nasty things. He responded. He rebutted. He did not start that. She started it. He was on his live. And see, that's the problem that I have with audience members. I don't understand how you could see someone retaliate and then they're wrong. He was minding his business. He was on vacation, minding his business. He was on his live. He was drunk. He didn't deserve to be called being a drug addict. He was on Molly, drugs, and all types of things, and that he had AIDS. I'm sorry, it was just too much. So, you guys, as always, thank you for your comments. Thank you for your opinion. I really appreciate everyone. It is 71 of you guys on this live. Be sure to like the video. It doesn't cost you anything to do that. You don't have to subscribe, but just like the video. Damn. You obviously like the content. You stayed for the whole time. Come on, show me some love. But I love you guys. That's all I got. Yes, and yup, that's what we cooked. Everybody say it sounds good, and it is. Yes. Yeah. Y'all know I used to own a restaurant. I owned a soul food restaurant in my day as well. So your girl can burn. I can cook. Yes, and I'm getting ready to eat right now. And I got some great Kool-Aid too. I got some Kool-Aid I made. Not in the bottle. Kool-Aid. I make Kool-Aid for my family. Na 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 na. I drink pitcher after pitcher. Na 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 na. I make Kool-Aid. I drink Kool-Aid. I love you guys. You guys have a happy 4th of July. You enjoy the rest of your day. I'm going to enjoy my night. Be sure to like, share, subscribe. Going over and look at all my other videos, we're going to cover this. We're going to stay on top of this. I'm interested to see if Jason actually goes through with it. Do you guys, the people that are watching this on replay, let me know. Do you think Jason's going to go through with the lawsuit? Do you think the judge is going to laugh it out of court and throw it out? I don't. There are actual laws surrounded around protecting people being accused of having AIDS and they don't have it. There are actual laws around this. I didn't make them. I just supported it. I just did my research and I just found it. You can do your research too if you care to. I love you guys. You know, I ain't really got no more to say. You know, I ain't really got no more to say. I don't know. I don't know what Tasha, I don't know what she's going to do. You know, I don't want anybody's channel to be taken down, but hey, if you do the time and you do the crime, you got to do the time. Shit, I don't know. I love you guys. I got to go. Bye.
Check the